We're taught to deal with emotion, with food, and we're taught that from very young age. You know, how many times were you given a candy when you were a child if you did something correctly? I know my son has gotten, all types of candies, and he gets, good grades at school or does something good in school. How about the Happy Meal? I mean, you get a Happy Meal. We also have been associating food with depression. How many times do you see on TV somebody who gets dumped by their boyfriend and empties out a whole gallon of ice cream, just because they feel bad? So this is not something uncommon. All throughout, we've been doing that. The only thing is that food is all around us. It's a great opportunity. It's easy, it's cheap, it's fast, and it's in large quantities. And so here we have the stress in our lives, and here we have the opportunity. And this plunges us into the cycle of obesity. I really do think that it's more about when and why you eat than what you eat. It's not necessarily important what you eat, especially at the very beginning. It's when and why you're eating. Are you eating because you're hungry? Or are you eating because it's time for dinner? Or are you eating all day at work, sitting at your desk? Are you munching on something while you're watching TV at night after dinner? Are you having a late night snack? There are reasons why you're doing that. And it's not because you're just overeating. Something is causing you to do that. And these are the things that you're going to need to find out. The funny thing is that most people know what those triggers are. They know exactly what is causing those stressors in their lives. They know exactly what is causing the guilt. And here's the thing about guilt. Guilt really drives that cycle. It's the steam engine of that cycle. And as more guilt increases, that cycle gets worse and worse and worse. What causes guilt? Feelings of failure and inadequacy. You feel those feelings inside you, and those feelings of failure drive you to think in extremes. This is one thing that I've noticed with my patients, and I also did a study that showed that the great majority of our patients, believe it or not, are perfectionists. At least 3/4 of the patients are perfectionists. This really goes against what everybody thinks about obese people. The typical bias that people who are obese are lazy procrastinators, where they're not. And what's really interesting is those feelings of failure are what we interpret, or avoidance, I'm sorry, let me clarify that. The avoidance of those feelings of failure is what everybody associates with laziness and quitting. It's not that.